if you are a fan of a theater, you're on the right place. I am sitting next to Shona, who is the president of the Guelph Little Theatre. Welcome, Shona.
Hello. Woo.
I would like to start with the big things. So, what are the big shows that theater has put on over the years?
Well, we've done a lot because we've been around since 1935. So you can imagine we've sort of we've done musicals, we've done comedy, drama. We always usually have a family-oriented show. That's usually our holiday show. So we've run the gamut of large casts, small casts, kind of everything you can think of. We try to do that. And we have a play reading committee that meets every year and gets submissions from the community to try to diversify what we offer to the community. And of course that changes, throughout the years, as, no one wants to relates to things that happened in maybe 1935 as opposed to now or the 1990s. So we always have to keep that in mind with what we're offering. So it's always different. And we try to keep things current, but also you want to sort of, incite some type of discussion sometimes on things, or you want to have people kind of walk away feeling good, ideally, about themselves, or, hey, I really want to come back again. So
as we know, a Guelph Little Theatre, is entertaining Guelph since 1935. Which is a lot, way back. And why is the theater been able to survive all these years?
Yeah, it takes a lot of volunteers. We're 100% volunteer run. So you have to have a lot of people that are committed to the same vision and kind of bring in the same energy. And so we have a lot of different people that, someone does publicity and someone does fundraising and then we have the organizational structure that someone else looks after. And then you want to get different directors and producers. So there's all these moving parts that have to come together to make it successful. And sometimes you agree and sometimes you don't, like anything. But you just got to keep pressing forward. And it's just the magic of theater kind of happens. Of course, we've had to deal with things like, Netflix on demand, people more like, I can get this now. I don't have to wait 3 weeks to see a show. But that's like every theater. But the great thing about it is it's live and it's interactive. We've all done those Zooms where you communicate on the box, but it's nothing like someone in person and the energy and that reciprocation back and forth. So I think that's our advantage coming through COVID. That's that we have that live, personable back and forth. And we're finding that people really are really looking for that. They're just like, after being inside for 2.5 years, it's nice to see people again. So that's the advantage of theater, and that's just the continuing to go and so we're still here. Our lights are still on. We've been fortunate.
Yeah, as we all know that COVID has affected every single person in this world. So how did you recover from that? How the theater was bouncing back from COVID?
We're trying to offer more things outside of just theater, but that are also arts related. So we've done Healing Through the Arts workshops we did over the summer. We try to have, we have a Live in the Lobby concerts where we bring local musicians in. We're looking to do more Actors Lab workshops and classes. And we're always looking to find out from our members in the community what they're looking for. Drumming circles and things that are not just address us as theater people, but it's as humans, right? We're all humans. So we all have these needs and wants as human beings. So we can all connect on that level. So that's kind of where we're going. And we're trying to put it out there and from the ward where we are here and just get different ideas and trying to listen to what people want and sort of satisfy that. So it's, we're kind of coming back to spring forward, as I like to say.
I mean, that's a good thing that you were trying to listen what people really want. Like that's more important these days rather than just putting your stuff in that, right? Yeah. And I just wanted to know, what else do you offer aside offering plays? Is there anything else that we are missing here?
Well, we've looked at that and we've tried to look at, okay, what are the holes? All right, we have our 4 main stage shows and we have a 1-act play festival in July. But then in between, it's kind of, okay, what are we offering? So we are trying to look at offering workshops, offering classes, bringing external people in, working with other not-for-profits, our lobby stage show, which has been, it's gaining momentum, and it's wonderful to have a musician that comes in who's kind of like been practicing in their basement, and then just see them shine when they come out. Hey, I can actually go on tour now. You're like, yay. So that kind of thing, you know, like there's so much talent here. And we really want to bring that out. And you know, we have a wonderful, I say you know a lot, so don't mind me. We have a wonderful building here with a lot of resources, and so we want to kind of be able to offer that and help people shine in their own way. And if we can do it through theater, music, dance, movement, through, you know, sewing, through anything else creative. We're creative beings that people might think would address our community and help other people. So yeah, we kind of want to think outside the box, feel outside the box, that kind of thing. Yeah, and we're open to new ideas. Like if anybody thinks, hey, I might want to do this or that, then we're totally open to, oh, all right, let's go for it. Let's try it.
Guelph Little Theatre is running since 1935, and it's to 2023 now, and I'm sure there are a lot of fans. And why it is important to keep the theater culture alive in this world. Like I can see your spirit, I can see your enthusiasm towards the spirit, and every single person working here are working really hard and from the last so many years. So why it is important for you to keep the culture, and why it is important for us to learn more about theater and to keep this alive in the world?
Well, the importance of community and that face-to-face contact and the ability to have those reciprocal communications and creating together. You know, there's something that really is validating when you see people stepping into, you know, more of their power, more like, I never knew I could draw. Wow, I never knew I can bake a set. And to just watch them grow that way is really wonderfully satisfying. And you may not get that, you know, so doing something online, you know, so that just, yeah, that, and other creative people that maybe think the same way, but maybe we're always sort of like, oh, you know, you're going to build sets for a living? Pff, you should be a doctor, you should be a veterinarian, you should be something, you know what I mean? So giving people options, you know, and realizing that creative aspect of themselves that they never knew they had in themselves is the inspiration or just the encouragement and the support to step into that. And then they can start, you know, to go from there, the springboard to do whatever, or even if it's something that just, you know, is a side hustle, as we call it, you know, they do as a hobby. It's wonderful that we're seeing people that have usually come from very traditional cultures or religions sort of being like, hey, wait a minute, I think I want to maybe theater. I've always wanted to do theater, and they're stepping into those roles. So yeah, it's wonderful to see that. Yeah. I hope that answered your question. 10 minutes later.
Thank you so much, Shona, for your time. And for Guelph Live, I am Arpan Arpan.